Of all the daily events they have to watch over, one is particularly perilous: the cross-channel swim. As the ultimate open water challenge, it attracts swimmers from all over the world. But it's not just the distance. The cold, the tide, the waves, and the occasional jellyfish all combine to make the Dover de France swim uniquely demanding. But this doesn't stop hundreds of swimmers every year giving it a shot.
Bit nervous, but you know, we're okay. This is it. This is it. The day has finally arrived.
Nick Young is hoping to add his name to the list of channel swimming alumni.
I think if you are a climber and you speak to somebody and you say you're a climber, the first question they'll ask you is, have you climbed Everest? With long distance swimming, the first question anyone will ask you is, have you swam the channel?
It's amazing how much kit you need, considering all I have is a pair of goggles, pair of trunks and a swim cap.
We put on our Facebook page last night that the swim was taking place this morning, and we've had some really big donations.
So generous.
There's one here from someone in Singapore who we don't even know, for $100. You were inspiring, and the world is a better place having people like you in it.
You haven't seen me swim yet.
Well, they've got faith in you, so that's encouraging.
Yeah, that's a start.
So many people have donated. It's really moving, actually.
Nick's swim is for a cause very close to his heart.
We're raising money for our niece, Belle, who tragically had an accident 4 years ago. She fell, aged 8 years old, from a climbing frame. A very small distance, but a very awkward fall that meant she broke her neck. She's now paralysed from the neck down and breathes for a lot of the time with the help of a ventilator. And what we are trying to raise money for is a hydrotherapy pool, which will be vital in helping her recovery.
Being in water is more beneficial than doing things on dry land. To get like movements back in my legs and my whole body basically, and then hopefully in the future it will be like one of the main reasons why hopefully I'll be walking again. My first reaction was that he is absolutely bonkers, but I definitely love him for what he's doing, and I just think it's amazing, and how he ever would do this for someone, it's just so amazing. And I'm very shocked when I heard that he was going to do it, because it's quite a scary thing, I think, just to know that you're going to be doing it. Swimming the channel, it's pretty serious stuff.
I make a note of everything you take.
Okay.
Everything that goes in your body from now on.
Yeah.
So all your feeds,
Yeah.
medication,
Yeah.
I'll be taking notes of
The
all
Channel Swimming Association has been observing cross-channel swimming attempts since 1927. As an official observer, Keith Euler authenticates swims and verifies crossing times.
The other thing I'm also looking at during the course of, I'm monitoring it all the time, would be your stroke rate. Your stroke rate kind of dropping down and reducing considerably is an indication you're starting to struggle a bit, and in the worst situations, indication that hypothermia is starting to come in as well. I have to tell you that the pilot may make the decision any time to abort the swim.
Yeah.
That may be because of something that's happened on the boat, it could be something that's happened, it could be something to do with yourself.
Next stop, France.
Right, so if we've got everything, we'll creep on down there.
It's a short boat journey from the start point on Shakespeare Beach near Dover. With channel swimming, timing is everything. Calculated from his swimming pace and the tide times, the 6 a.m. start gives Nick the best chance of success. Joining his wife Jo on board the safety boat is Belle's dad, Simon. Nick's friend Freddie, a channel swimming veteran at just 18, is here for moral and practical support. He can swim alongside as pacemaker if Nick starts to flag.
Okay, we're in. Here we go. Good luck. We'll see you over the other side, all right? No, don't do that. Save it for later, Nice.
Let's go. Enjoy it.
There are strict regulations for an official channel swim. To start his epic 21-mile journey, Nick must touch land before setting off.
We think he'll be fine. We just need to get going. He needs to get into a bit of a rhythm. I think the first hour could be a hard one, but I think then he'll settle down and he'll be okay.
I think I found the first hour one of the hardest because I just knew that I was going to be in there for such a long time. Haven't found my rhythm yet, but after that it kind of evens out and it blurs into one quite quickly.
For Nick, it's not just about battling the elements.
It's a very lonely sport, swimming. You're just on your own, head down. They say it's 80% mental, 20% physical. But I think mentally I'm quite tough, hopefully. Just thinking about why I'm doing it. Since Belle's accident, she's just been an inspiration. That's enough to keep me going through those darker moments.
The support crew needs to keep Nick's energy stores topped up every hour.
Well, he's asked us for some tea, so we think he might be just feeling the cold a bit. So actually we're not going to give him some tea. We have warmed up some carbohydrate drink because he needs to have that every other feed. So we're going to just give him that hot, so hopefully it'll have the same effect. And some jelly babies.
The rules of channel swimming state that swimmers cannot touch the boat or the support crew, so getting Nick a snack is a hands-off affair. But he can't slack off on his pace for fear of the tide turning against him.
So he's at the mercy of the sea. Whenever he stops swimming, we drift. So the idea is for him to eat and drink as quickly as possible, then start swimming again.
Three and a half hours in, the pilot makes an important call to the Coast Guard.
Over, Coast Guard, Pathfinder. Yeah, morning, sir. Just about to enter the southwest lane. Over.
Nick is about to enter one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world.
As you can see from the ships in front of us, on 22 on every hour they will notify the ships that we're here.
On a typical day, over 400 ships, including tankers and ferries, pass through the Dover Straits. The reason why you can't just jump in and swim to France.
But the swimmer will now know that he's in the shipping lane, that's for sure.
I love swimming past the cargo ships. It was actually really good fun because it means it's finally happening. Everything's taken off. It's your swim. It's a new experience. But they do push up the cold water from below, and it's quite cold for a while you swim past it.
And this extra blast of cold water seems to be taking its toll on Nick.
I think he's starting to feel a bit cold because he's asking for hot drinks. Okay, we're feeding, please. You're doing brilliantly, darling. Really, really well, honestly. Hang on in.
got a music playlist in my head that I'll be singing to myself throughout. I'll be trying to name past rugby teams, thinking about family, work, I think everything, just to keep that boredom from setting in, really.
We're halfway across in distance, but that might not mean halfway in time. We've been going about 6.5 hours, so it would be lovely if we thought we could do it in 13, but the tide can move us further away from where we're trying to get to. He could start swimming slower, he's going to get tired. The conditions can change very quickly, so you can't assume anything, I don't think, at this stage.
He's doing well. If he continues like he is at the present time, he's going to make it. You get about a 60% success rate. That's across relay swims and solo swims. There's a long way to go yet. It might be another 6 to 8 hours to go.
On record, swimmers have been traversing the channel since 1875. And dependent on tides and weather, there are, on average, just 24 days a year when it's possible to attempt the crossing. Nick will soon be leaving English waters and the UK Coast Guard's jurisdiction.